Our MC for tonight, Rocky Harding.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's 2022 pageant, 150th anniversary fair coming up. And we are so excited, especially with the three ladies that we have that are going to be going tonight for the Queen and Court. So without further ado, let's start with our first contestant, contestant number 1. Give her a hand, ladies and gentlemen. All right. It's a long walk, so hang in there, folks. Give her a hand, bring her across the stage here. Contestant number 1. And next we have contestant number 2 coming down the aisle. Contestant number 2. And now coming down the aisle, we have contestant number 3. That's it. Help her on here, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 3. And here you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our contestants for the 2022 Miss Armada Queen and Court. Give them a big hand. And now what I'd like to do is have each of our contestants come up so they can introduce themselves to you. So, starting with contestant number 1.
Hi everybody, my name is Kayla. I'm a senior here at Armeta High School. Right now I'm a certified nursing assistant and I work at the nursing home in Armeta as well. This fall I plan on attending Macomb Community College and then transferring to Wayne State University to pursue a career as a dentist.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kayla. Alrighty, next we have contestant number 2.
Hello everyone, my name is Kayla Norad. I'm 17 years old and a junior here at Armada. While I may not be graduating this year, I plan on majoring in physical therapy when I do graduate.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kayla Norad. Give her a hand. And now, ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 3.
Good evening, thank you all for coming out. My name is Maddie Arima. I am a class of 2021 Armada High School graduate and a current freshman at Wayne State University, where I am pursuing neuroscience on the pre-med track, and I hope to become a pediatric hematologist oncologist, which is just a fancy kids doctor for cancer and other blood disorders.
Ladies and gentlemen, Maddie Areva. Give her a hand. All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. These will be our 3 contestants for the 2022 Miss Armada pageant and 150th anniversary of the fair. So give them a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. They're in for a good evening here. Okay. First of all, though, we need to have them prepare for a question and answer period. So, for right now, ladies, you may exit the stage. Give them a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, and again, welcome to tonight's pageant. I would like to take a second, first of all, to also welcome our judges who are here this evening. We appreciate them taking the time to volunteer and come in. And let me see, well, we'll just do it as it came off on my paper here. So, let's start with Mandy DeHunt. Put your hand up if you would. There you go. She lives in Allington with her husband Joe and twin girls, Hazel and Josie. She is the varsity volleyball coach of Almont High School and has been coaching volleyball for 15 years. Welcome and thank you. Next to her, we have Jessie Scoichi. She's a former Romeo Peach Queen and first runner-up at Mrs. Michigan. She's been the director of the Romeo Peach Queen program for 10 years. She works as an executive recruiter. She obtained a bachelor's degree in journalism and communication from Oakland U and is currently pursuing an MBA with a concentration in human resources at Capella University. She lives in Romeo and is very involved in the organizations there, where she lives with her husband Matt, children Blake and Tilly, and dog Teddy. Thank you for coming. And finally, next to her, we have Ashley Decker, who is a former Miss Armada from 2006. My, how the time flies, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. She graduated from Michigan State University in 2011 with a bachelor's degree in animal science. And she works for the MSU Extension program that is called Breakfast on the Farm, where they help educate the public on modern agriculture. She currently lives in Burville with her husband, Justin. And thank you, Ashley. And now we'd like to take a minute to do a special thank you as well. Let's see, where is Nancy Davis? Oh, come on down, Nancy. Did you wonder why they bent your arm and told you to come on in? Well, now you get to find out. Can't see her, unfortunately. Okay. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're welcoming Nancy Davis to the stage. We never are, just me. Nancy, the Armada Fair Board wants to thank you for all your years of support and service and volunteering for the fair, for your work on the fair board, Miss Armada pageant, and so many other activities that you've been involved in, and for your continued service. So thank you, Nancy, and for that we have a small token card and these beautiful flowers that they were made. You're very welcome. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, give her a big hand. A tremendous amount of work. If you go to the fair, you'll see her working everywhere there. All righty. Next, I would just like to take another minute here real quickly. We want to thank the Miss Armada committee. They've, along with preparing the stage and helping getting the ladies around and everything, they've also got refreshments that we'll be having at the break down in the cafeteria. We also have our tech crew that I would like to thank that's up in the booth. George Nelson, Logan Weiland, and Chase Dietrich. Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate you taking time out on Friday night. And we also have our escort for the ladies when we call them back out. His name is Jonathan Strunk. He's a senior. He enjoys bowling. And his future plans are to be going down to Indiana for trade school training to be a diesel tech and mechanic. So we thank him as well for being here tonight. Now, the one thing we forgot to check was how they were going to let me know when the ladies in back are ready. So I'm going to wander here for a few seconds and give you a couple other things just to let you know about being Miss Armada and on the court. This is not a beauty pageant.
It's very much a representative type of situation. During the summer, the ladies will be involved in parades in other cities representing Armada and showing, talking about what we do here, and of course talking up our fair. They will be working the fair, and of course they're there the whole week and doing a whole lot of things with all the people, helping with presentations, helping getting things set up. It's a wonderful week, but it's a very busy week for them as well. And then also occasionally throughout the year, they may pop up at a spaghetti dinner or a pancake breakfast. So there's a lot of communication that they represent, and that's why we have this pageant, to make sure they realize that this is more than just a beauty pageant. It's not a beauty pageant, but more of a representative situation where they will be able to come out and really represent their hometown. We'd also like to thank the school system for the use of the gym, and thank him for the janitorial service that will be here to help us clean up later. And they've been very helpful in opening their doors to us to do this pageant several times, or to do this for several years. And this is like my 14th year, I think. And it's really wonderful the way they do help us and support the Fair Board as well. Are there any Fair Board members that are here tonight? No, nobody here? Okay. Well, we would like to thank the Fair Board as well. Are our ladies ready? Very good. Okay. Let me remove a couple of papers here. Thank you. All righty. Now comes the test and trial for the ladies, where they get to think on their feet. So to start with, I would like to welcome our first contestant to the stage, Kayla Nowick. Ladies and gentlemen, Kayla Nowick. All righty. Kayla, I was looking over your resume the last couple of days, and you plan on going to Macomb College and then to Wayne State, major in biology, and hopefully eventually be a dentist, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Very good. And in the meantime, you're very busy, president of PAL leadership team, student council, also on NHS and in charge of blood drives, Health Occupation Students of America, and then you have the Nature Club. You do some cake decorating on the side, and then you have time for track and volleyball, and as you mentioned, you work as a certified nursing assistant at our nursing home here in town. It's amazing. Give her a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Very good. All right. Well, I have you out here now so that I can ask each of you ladies a question based on your resume, and then I'm going to ask one question that I'm going to ask the same question to all the girls. And so the first question I have for you is that you've got a lot of clubs and groups that you volunteer and work with that require working with and communicating with a lot of people. I'd like you to pick one of your jobs or activities that you've done that you feel you've learned a lot from, and tell us why.
It's a really hard question because I honestly feel like each one and every club I'm involved in is very important to me in every single way. Every single club has allowed me to, meet new people and learn different things. Not one specific club has given me the most. So I would say I can't choose because they all have given me such different experiences.
Very good, ladies and gentlemen, give her a hand. Very nice. All righty, and now your second question, which I'll be asking all the ladies. What would you tell a friend about Armada who is thinking of moving here?
Well, I would definitely tell them, that Armada is a very small community, so everyone knows everyone, and I think that's the best part of it. Everywhere you go, everyone is so friendly, and that you're never scared, and you can always be comforted, and it's just such a great community everywhere you go.
Very nice, ladies and gentlemen, give her a hand. Michaela Nowick, ladies and gentlemen, give her a hand. Give her a hand, ladies and gentlemen, Michaela Nowick. Very good, thank you, Michaela. Yep, over here too, give a quick bow. We only get one rehearsal night, ladies and gentlemen. I give them credit for coming out. Come on now. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Michaela Nowick, give her a hand. All righty. Thank you so much, Michaela. And now, moving on, we will go to contestant number 2.
Let me see if we have already in the wings.
Yep. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, here she comes. Contestant number 2, Kayla Norad. Give her a hand. Kayla Norad, ladies and gentlemen. And for the other side, so you can get a good view of our ladies, Kayla Norad. All righty. How are you doing tonight, Kayla?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. I've been going over your resume today, and I see that you're looking for a future goal of being a physical therapist. You're involved with varsity track, competitive cheer, planning on volleyball in the fall. You've also done cello since 4th grade and is in the orchestra here with the Armada High School. Business Professionals of America, Superintendent's Advisory Board, Yearbook, Nature Club, officer positions with the PAL Leadership Training, 8 years of competitive gymnastics before she got to high school. Very good. And you also found time to put in a mission trip to Tennessee, where you helped doing building and painting to additions and sheds and ramps. Very good. Give her a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. All right. Well, Caleb, I have 2 questions for you tonight. One that I pulled from your resume, and then one that I'm asking all the ladies tonight. So my first question for you is that you're involved in a lot of activities that help people, and I would like you to pick one activity or job that you've done and that you felt you really helped people, and tell us why.
Okay, my number one thing that has helped people has definitely been my mission trip to Tennessee. We helped the families in Grundy County, Tennessee, which is one of the poorest areas in Tennessee. And we did small projects with them, we built different things, but it wasn't about what we built, it was what we created with our mouths and with our loving hands, because we focused on other things just besides what we were there to do, and what we wanted to create in the eyes of God.
Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, give her a hand. Very nice, Kayla. And now, our second question that I have for you, and I got to flip to it so I read it the same way. What would you tell a friend that was about what would you have I'm sorry, let me start again. What would you tell a friend about Armada who's thinking of moving here?
Okay, what I would tell a friend is the community we have here. I think we have a very tight-knit community. One example that I would pull is the tornado. Our football team was out in the hot days, cutting down trees, helping our community, but also they were giving what they could to our football team to help them have a successful season.
All right, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, give her a hand. Ladies and gentlemen, Kayla Norad. Kayla Norad, ladies and gentlemen, give her a big hand. All right, moving right along here now. We are ready with contestant number 3, Maddie Arima. Maddie Arima, ladies and gentlemen, give her a hand.
look very nice tonight. You're welcome. Maddie, I was looking over your resume today. You're at Wayne State University now, studying neuroscience with university honors. Future, as you said, pediatric hematologist, oncologist. President of the WSU Health Occupation Students of America and the Towers Hall Council. Vice President with Wayne State University's Quiz Bowl. You are a member of Wayne State University Everything Healthcare and American Red Cross. And somehow you also find time to be a troop mentor for Brownie troops, volunteer at St. Mary's Food Pantry, and also are a merit badge counselor for the Boy Scouts of America. Give her a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice, very nice. You are a busy lady. All right. Well, I have two questions for you. First one I pulled from your resume today. And then a second question that I'm asking all the girls the same question. And so my first question for you is, with all those great things that you're part of, what is one of your favorites and why?
That's a great question. I started in high school doing all those various things and continued into college. But the biggest thing that stuck with me is my time in HOSA. It is a great pre-health community organization. They really work with young girls and boys alike, from middle school all the way up to college, to develop professional development in a competitive atmosphere. And I started in 8th grade. I'm still doing it up in college, and I was the middle school liaison, so I helped all the middle schoolers out here in my time at Armada, and it's really taught me a lot, and I wouldn't have had that without Armada since we didn't have that at my old school. So definitely HOSA, being able to influence the younger kids, keep it up through college, and it's just a completely different lifestyle change with middle schoolers who you have to get parent approval, and college kids who you're trying to get them to text back. So it's definitely an experience, but HOSA is the most important thing in my life right now.
Very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, give her a hand. All right. And now, my second question for you that I asked the other two ladies. What would you tell a friend about Armada who's thinking of moving here?
Well, I'd be the person to ask since I did move here, but in 8th grade, I was really scared. Moving to a new place is scary, let alone middle school, that's even scarier. And so I would tell them that it's a very welcoming community. It's very easy to find a place here. I had kids high-fiving me who didn't even know me, and it's a whole lot of fun. It's a community that grows itself and grows each other, and I would encourage anyone who's interested in joining the community with open arms.
Very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, Maddie Arima. Give her a hand. Maddie Arima, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. Before we break, we're going to have these girls come out one more time so you can take a look at them. The judges, I'm sure, are going to have a hard time with these ladies as far as who will be queen. There's really an impressive group of ladies that we have with us tonight. So, let's bring them back onto the stage, starting with contestant number 1, Kayla Nowick. Ladies and gentlemen, Kayla Nowick, give her a big hand. Next we have contestant number 2, Kayla Norad. Ladies and gentlemen, big hand for Kayla Norad. And finally, contestant number 3, Maddie Arima. Ladies and gentlemen, Maddie Arima, give her a big hand. Here they are, ladies and gentlemen. These are our contestants for the 2022 150th anniversary Miss Armada Queen and Court. Give them a big hand. It's a lot coming out here answering questions on the fly.
ladies can now take a breath. You'll be able to go back and rest. And now the judges have to go to work. Ooh, good luck. Anyhow, moving on. Give them another hand. These gals are great. I just love the fact that they came out here and are part of the pageant. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be a lot of fun. You'll really enjoy it. All right, you may now exit the stage, ladies. Give them a hand. Help them up. All right, our judges are going to work on who will be our queen and then court, and from there, you'll know. But for now, we invite you to come down to the cafeteria down the side hall over here, and we do have refreshments for people, and we'll hopefully know in a very short time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You've been a wonderful audience for these ladies. Good job. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are now ready to resume with... Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, too. We are now ready to resume with the pageant for the 2022 Queen in Court and 150th anniversary. So, without further ado, let's bring our ladies back out onto the stage, starting with contestant number 1, Kayla Nowick. Ladies and gentlemen, give her a good hand. Next we have coming out contestant number 2, Kayla Norad. Kayla Norad, ladies and gentlemen, give her a hand. And finally, contestant number 3, Maddie Arima. Ladies and gentlemen, give her a hand. Alrighty, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our contestants for the 2022 Queen in Court 150th anniversary. Give them all a hand again. It's been a great night for them. They've done very well. The judges had a hard time here. But before we can announce the Queen, we do need to take a couple of seconds, and we would like to invite out a very special Queen in Court because they have been serving for the last 3 years thanks to problems that we are all too well aware of. So, I would like to call out the Queen for 19, 20, and 22, Leah Couch, and her court, Lexi Hill, Emma Harding, and their chaperone, Amanda Volsky. Give them a hand, ladies and gentlemen. And first we'll have a few words from Amanda Volsky, their chaperone, who was with them the entire time when they had to go to parades and everywhere else. Give her a hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, thank you all for coming tonight. Normally I don't come out here and do this, but I felt it was warranted this year. The past 3 years, these ladies have dedicated all of their time to Miss Armada, and from, parades to Rib Fest to fair twice to so much more in between, Adopt a Road, community service, all of the above. And they did a phenomenal job, and on behalf of the Fair Board and myself, I just want to thank you guys so, so much. We really could not have done it without you, and we really appreciate you, so thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. Give her a hand. It was a long 3 years. All right. And now, let's hear from our queen, Leah Couch.
Hi everybody, thank you so much for coming out and supporting our new Queen in Court of 2022. My name is Leah Couch. I had the honor of being Miss Armada for the past 3 years. When I wrote down to write my speech, I was thinking about how much has changed since I stood on this stage last. I
stood here and told all of you that I was going to be a criminal prosecutor. I'm now in nursing school, so that was not true. I had absolutely no idea how my life was going to change. When I was crowned Miss Armada in 2019, if I would have stood up here and said COVID-19, all of you would have looked at me like I was insane. But here we are. We were all in high school, and Amanda had 2 little boys, and now she has 3, and her youngest son is 1. That just blows my mind. So, my time serving as Miss Armada truly changed my life. As I look back, I realized that Miss Armada gave me the ability to communicate with people from all walks of life. I became more confident in myself, along with my ability to communicate effectively. I learned to appreciate the small moments because memories are made when you least expect it. I remember spending time in the camper at the fair, just hanging out, taking naps with you guys, and making jokes with each other. I want to take this time to thank everybody who made my experience incredibly special. I want to start by thanking Lexi and Emma for not only being fellow queens, but friends. We all created so many special memories, shopping, riding on the float together, and ice cream dates with Amanda. Probably one of the funniest float stories we have was at the Memphis parade. We were going along, and there was this guy who kind of kept waving at us, and we were kind of confused what was going on. And then he ended up running up to the float, and he slipped a piece of paper under Emma's chair. And he ended up giving Emma his phone number, and the look on Emma's face was like she just saw a ghost. Like she had no idea what happened. It was so funny, but we all laughed about it hysterically, and it's probably something that I will never forget. It was amazing. I want to thank the Fair Board for providing our gowns, outfits, food, and so much more. I want to recognize Grandma. I don't know where she's at, Grandma. Also known as Nancy Bliss, but we always called her Grandma. Grandma, you have touched my heart. You believed in me, and you made sure. I didn't think I was going to cry tonight, but here I am. Okay. You made sure we were always protected, and most importantly, you loved us with every part of you, and you will always hold a special place in my heart, so thank you. Sorry, guys. Next, I want to thank Kelly. If we had to put money on the toughest lady in the entire world, my money's on Kelly. She did not have a day at the fair where her back didn't hurt or something was wrong, and that lady literally walked with us for miles every single day. She did not care. She was going to be there for us girls no matter what. So thank you, Kelly, for believing in me. And Kelly told me when I was up here saying I was going to be a criminal prosecutor that I was going to be a nurse. And I told her, no way. And here I am. So thank you, Kelly. I want to thank Joey Folsky, Darren Hill, and my dad for pulling us on the float for parades and being there to cheer us girls on. I want to thank my mom and dad for always believing in me, supporting me in all my life endeavors, and being my greatest example of how to be a kind person. I love you both so much, and you will never know how much your endless love, encouragement, and support means to me. Last but definitely not least, I want to thank Amanda. I saved Amanda for last so she didn't cry for my whole speech, just the end. Amanda came into my life as a 7th grade volleyball coach about 8 years ago now. My freshman year of high school, Amanda was already encouraging me to try out for Miss Armada. I kind of blew her off, and I was like, no, that's not happening. I'm not a pageant girl, definitely not doing it. Amanda is the kind of person that if she knows something about you that you should do or that she knows you'd be good at, she's not going to give up on you. So Amanda kept pressing, and I eventually said, you know what, I'll think about it. So I would not be standing here on this stage with you guys tonight if it wasn't for Amanda. Amanda has always been there for me. If I had a bad day, a bad game, or I was struggling with literally anything, Amanda was there as my shoulder to cry on, gave me words of encouragement, support, and love. Amanda saw me for who I was and didn't care that I wasn't perfect. She loved me for me. She welcomed me into her home, and and her family's life. She trusted me with her kids and allowed me to become a part of their family. She blessed me with this amazing experience of becoming Miss Armada. Without her, I would not be standing here right now. So Amanda, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, and thank you for allowing me to become part of your family. I'm sorry my speech was so lengthy. You can all thank my father for that. He taught me to overshare. But on a serious note, thank you to everyone who is involved in this journey. You guys have truly changed my life.
Thank you, Leah, for your speech. Good evening, everyone. My name is Emma Harding, and as you can tell, I was on the Miss Armada court from 2019 through 2021. And I'll start with my thank yous. Thank you to the Fair Board for this opportunity and their support. Thank you for Nancy and the Polsky family, especially Amanda, Joey, Kelly, for chaperoning and driving us to and from events, our houses if we didn't have rides, which was often for me, and in the parades. And as well as their kids, little Joey, Camden, and Ryan, for bringing their high energy and extra boost of enthusiasm to every event. My mom and my dad for supporting me through the busyness and sometimes hectic schedule that is my life. And thank you again for my dad, who MCs every year except for last year because of reason, or not last year, 2 years ago? 2 years ago. He does this every year for the last, I want to say 10 to 15 years, right? 14 or 15, and sometimes it falls on his birthday. This year it's this Sunday, and he's turning 62, so can we give him a round of applause? That means he's been here with me for 20 years, putting up with my stuff, putting up with my attitude and my sass, so he really earned those last 20 years. And to, are you giving me a look? Is that why they're laughing? Okay. To elaborate on the story Leah was telling, so when I got that phone number, I was asking them, hey, do you think I should text him? And they were like, yes, text him, text him. So I texted him. We actually did meet up the following week. We shared a piece of cake, chatted. Apparently he plays Dungeons and Dragons. I haven't talked to him since, but he's a pretty cool guy. But that being said, I had a really great time serving on the court, and it gave me a great chance to meet a lot of people, both young and old, and interesting. We all enjoyed working at the fair and serving our community, and I hope the new court has as much fun, if not more, than we did.
Alright everyone, I'm not the best with public speaking, so I might make this short, sweet, and simple. But first off, I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lexi Hill. I had the honor of being on the Miss Armada court for 2019, 2020, and 2021. Although this crazy pandemic had put a halt to organizing a previous pageant, I'm very thankful to be here in front of you all this evening. Not only will I be handing over my position tonight to crown one of these beautiful girls, but I would also like to say my thank yous. So, as you guys know, alongside me were two incredible girls, Leah Couch and Emma Harding. Miss Armada is an organization that works together to make everything possible. And with that being said, I'm so happy to say that us three girls truly worked as a team. From attending community service events, parades, the Armada Fair, and so much more, we were always sure to have each other's backs. So thank you girls for making my experience so memorable, and of course handling my sassy attitudes at times. But no matter what event I chose to participate in, whether that would be my academics, athletics, and of course the Miss Armada pageant, I want to thank my family for never missing a beat to be there for me. They are my biggest support system, and without them, I would truly not be who I am today. I would also like to thank the Fair Board for giving me this opportunity as well. They have given us three girls so much care and support that have truly helped us along our journey. For Grandma Nancy Bliss, who always helped us stay organized and on top of our time management, she was always so patient and always reminded us girls to stay motivated and confident in everything that we do. So thank you, Grandma Nancy. I love you. I would also like to thank Kelly Strunk as well. Like Leah had mentioned, she's truly one of the most toughest women that I know. She was probably the one who dealt with my sarcasm more than anyone. She always made sure that we were safe and prepared with everything that we needed before an event. Whenever I needed a good rant or a long talk on the phone, she was always there. So thank you, Kelly. I really appreciate you. And lastly, not only for my Miss Armada chaperone, but for my former volleyball coach and friend as well, Amanda Folsky. She has always treated me like I was a part of her own family and was definitely a main reason as to why I wanted to try out for this organization. She was always my go-to whenever I needed to talk or have someone to relate to. She is also someone else who had trusted me with her kids, and I just truly feel like family with her, and I'm so grateful to have her in my life. So thank you, Amanda. I love you. Her husband, Joey, had also taken so much time out of his days to drive us in parades and always keep us company in the camper during Fair Week when we had downtime. And although I loved his company, I'm still very bitter that he woke me up from one of my long, many naps on the camper couch. But aside from that, I'm beyond blessed to have their family in my life. Not only was I able to be alongside all these amazing people for my expected 1 year on court, but 3 years as well. We truly made Miss Armada history, and it was an experience that I will never forget. So, to the contestants sharing the stage with me tonight, I wish you all the best of luck. Some of you may personally know me, and some of you may not, but either way, if you ever need any advice or someone to talk to, I will always lend a helping hand and be there for you guys. So, thank you all for joining us tonight and being a part of this community that I'm proud to call home.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them all a big hand. The court from 2019, 2020, and 21 and Queen.
Thank you for your comments too.
All righty. Now we come to the point where we shall announce the Queen and also our court. So ladies, if you could move in together. And don't step on each other's dresses. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, for the 2022 Miss Armada Queen and Court and 150th anniversary, the Queen will be Kayla Nowick. And her court, Kayla, Norad, and Maddie Arima. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us tonight. And thank you to our new Queen and Court. We hope you have a wonderful year, and we look forward to seeing you all throughout the year. Take care and have a wonderful night.